Boy, I tell you, this wasn't the way that I thought that this day was gonna begin. And I know for some of you, it's already well into the afternoon, and I want to apologize because today is 10/10. It's donor day. It's D-Day for the Jaguar Wright Effect, and this was the day where we were scheduled to be raising funds for the nonprofit, for the platform, for all of the work that we have going on. I want to thank everybody today because it's donor day. We're not making it a members only chat today. Today, it's going to be subscribers. So you'll be able to come in and subscribe, and please like and share. And please, you know, it's kind of freaking me out. Um, I've been threatened in every which way a human being can be threatened. I've been threatened 80 million trillion times in so many different ways. I can't even begin. I've had hits put out on me. I've had people come online and verify that there are hits out on my life. I have had people try to gaslight me, gaslight the people around me, and then it's donor day. And this is the day that we were setting up for our platform to not only welcome in new subscribers, new members, but to donate, and not here on the app, but donate to our, preferred donation, to raise money for cruelty free. I've always said if I could just get $1 for every view that I've ever gotten online, I wouldn't need a loan from a bank. I wouldn't need to ask anyone to invest, none of that. And so we decided, as we talked with our people, that, I'm going to go to my base, and I'm going to ask my base for people. And you know what? Even the haters, i- if you can view, can we get $1? Like, this is supposed to be, an app where people get online and either share information. Some people lie about information, do this, do that, or whatever the case may be. But, if we could get 25,000 people today to just donate $1, that would help us, launch some of the projects that I won't say we're stalling on, but we're moving a lot slower than we like to because we're a small team, but we're here to fight for the truth. And would you believe it? Part of the reason why we're late today is because we've been talking. We've been on the phone, this morning. Sat in the West is here. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Wolfgang Amadeus in the building. Oh, thank you, Anita. Appreciate you. Um, I don't hear you talking, but now for those who don't feel comfortable and for those who would like to, donate to the platform, you're more send us a super chat here. Please hype the video, all of that good stuff. I'm not on camera right now. We will be. Don't forget, this is going to be kind of like a marathon day. We're going to be going live in a bunch of different ways, in all kinds of ways. But we wanted to give Sloan Bella predicted that. Oh, oh wow. Oh, thank you, LA Chick. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And like I said, we really do appreciate anyone who's donating on the app, but where we would prefer for it to go to our preferred methods of donation. Now, we haven't pinned anything up or put anything up. If one of the moderators come through and pin it up, or maybe I'll get in the chat and I'll pin up what it is. But right now, we're not there yet because we're being attacked. And we wanted to discuss a few things. So, Setting the West isn't here right now, but he'll be here shortly. And we're just going to talk about a few things. We're going to get to the heart of it because I don't like when strangers threaten me. I don't. I don't like when strangers think they have the right to just run up on me and threaten me.
Yeah, my bad. I had to answer a call because I'm actually waiting to get some evidence from someone in regards to this threat. Yeah, yeah. You don't threaten me either. Like I take threats uh, very serious. But yeah, I got some. I do got some evidence because what was sent to us was somewhat. I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry, I was on the phone, so I didn't get everything that you were talking about. But I know you were talking about the situation with the email that you received, right?
Well, what I was talking about was how today was donor day and letting everybody know that we were getting prepared to get started on that. We didn't mean to get online this late. But we had some
Yeah,
other things to take care of. And it's wild because we were talking about this situation and I hadn't even checked the emails yet. And then we checked the emails and bet you by golly, wow, that there is a threat. Thank you, Anita. And I appreciate that. Yeah, so we just wanted to address a couple of things because only hit dogs holler. That's what I know. Only hit dogs holler. So how do you want to kick this conversation off? Should we start with your receipts or should we start with
I gotta wait to actually get it. We probably could run. Well,
No, let's
I'm
have a
waiting actually.
conversation in. I'll let you kick it off for right now.
Hold on, hold on. I'm actually. You already know I got.
Oh, you're busy doing some other things. All right, well then
No, no,
I'll rub
no.
my mouth on it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So you guys know that recently I've come into contact with a gentleman by the name of Derek Lee Cordello Smith. You guys know that. Um, you know, I don't just go running off and saying Geronimo. I don't. Some things I'll speak about right away. Some things I'll take my time and talk about. Some things I'll fall back on. But when I come forward and I share something credible, do I expect for there to be pushback? Yeah, to a certain extent. But threats, I'm sorry, that's not something I'm going to abide. It's not. I'm not going to abide threats. I'm not going to have somebody sitting around telling me what I can and can't say, who I can and can't support, what I should and shouldn't do. See, if you're going to start running your mouth about a situation, an explosive situation, then you need to address it properly. And coming to me and saying, hey, this person is a liar, a scam artist, and a fraud, and I got this, and I got that, and you should see this. And if you don't retract what you're saying, your credibility is at stake. Number one, I don't know you. So how do I know that you're credible? See, If there's nothing worse than internet trolls. There's nothing worse. But they're easy to spot because they all operate in the same way. Conjecture, a bunch of this, that, and the third, weird ass commentary, and then threats.
Well, here's what I wanted to say. 'Cause I don't know how much of the email or the message that you got
I
into,
haven't
but
exposed
essentially,
any.
okay, you didn't say the name or anything like that. But yeah, if an email contains statements that are defamatory, threatening, and made with a clear intent to intimidate and interfere someone's protected free speech, that's a whole different conversation. So that's why I said I'm handling this thing seriously and I'm doing it litigiously. You already know. Yeah, like off bat, it make you want to go, choke slam somebody, but you know, they don't have that app yet where you can just choke slam somebody through the phone. But we're basically going to send it to the proper authorities. Number one, and then just
Please misspell curse words in the chat. You know, YouTube is very, very, very sensitive and people like to mess with it. So I appreciate you,
yeah,
Crown One. Don't be upset if your comment is removed. It's just you're gonna have to misspell your curse words.
but this email pretty much constitutes a direct threat. So I'm going to respond the way I do, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I also I'm waiting to get this actual proof of the person who sent this email. If they admitted to lying about this situation, and we have an affidavit. That's why I
Mm.
said, don't come playing around when it comes to what it is that we do. So if you're going to send emails and this and that, then okay, we got you. And we see what it is. Intimidation. You need to be investigated. We can have the weight of the whole. Well, where is this person? Is this person in the United States or I don't know? Where's this
I
person?
believe one person is in the United States and the other person is in Australia.
Okay, you still could have the weight of the federal government on your head if you play around and message people this way. Yeah, I'm not playing with this guy. I mean, if you want me to just email him and then send this email off to who I need to send it to, um, I can do that. And then I got to write up a cease and desist letter. But yeah, just let me know what you want me to do. I'm not playing with this bullshit.
You want to? Yes, it is. Today is donation day. It's donor day. Absolutely. But we needed to come and address this immediately because it's wild. We hadn't even checked the emails yet. We hadn't. We've been busy
Deanna,
working on a bunch of other things, but we were
Deanna, you
addressing
can
it.
email us. Deanna, you can email us. You can contact. Yeah, you can email us. Somebody say they want to speak to us about some issue. Just email us. But yeah, we intended on getting this thing going sooner, but here we are.
Well, see, when we put stuff out there, I'm always paying attention. I'm always paying attention.
Yeah, you just let me know how you want to proceed with this, because you already know we're not playing.
I say do what needs to be done, but I want to address. Michael Volpe. I want to address Michael Volpe at this point in time. Because while you were busy doing whatever you were doing, I was having a conversation about you with someone that you spoke to.
Hmm. See how God works? 'Cause that's funny. We were literally talking. Oh man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Didn't even see your email, but we were talking about you. And
Not at
oh, we have a
all.
new member here. Welcome, welcome, Patty Thompson. Welcome. You know, it's always funny how God works because see, a sub over on Set in the West came through while we were live the other day over there. You know, I was sitting in and even though we weren't talking about Derek and Derek's case, because we weren't, were we? I don't believe we were talking about Derek's case over there.
No, not at all.
But a sub came through and see, I go and I check people's channel activity. I go and I look and I see what's up myself. I see what's up, I see what it's hitting for before I make a move. See, when I saw this particular sub, and I'm gonna put you on blast, Pate ED. I'm gonna put you on blast today.
No kidding.
Okay? Pate ED came over to Set in the West and was repetitiously dropping a podcast name that's been talking about Derek or that was talking about Derek. And apparently they're still talking about Derek. Apparently they just did a whole podcast, I guess yesterday, about us talking about Derek. Now I haven't bothered to go and listen. That's what the email said. But apparently it looks like you're trying to do some kind of damage control and assassinate our character over here. But this is the thing. We haven't talked about any of the cases. Have we or have we not?
No, we haven't.
We haven't talked about any of the victims. Have we or have we not?
We haven't.
We haven't talked about any of the officers. We haven't talked about any of the officials. The only thing that we've discussed is the authenticated by the Wayne County clerk, which has the actual seal, the county seal, which authenticated everything that was attached to this document as authentic and true. Correct?
That's right.
We've talked about nothing. We've only discussed this. And see, there's a reason why we've only discussed it. Because these documents are verified as true. Not only that, we're about to get an affidavit and a receipt of purchase of these documents, correct?
Indeed. Correct.
So once again, there will be accurate record and a transaction receipt that proves that these documents were legitimately obtained from a state official, okay? From a state official. I haven't decided what I'm putting on today, so forgive me. But I just wanted to put my face there for a second to let y'all know that this is, I'm dead ass serious about this. I didn't discuss anything exactly. So the question is why is a content creator rolling up on my emails and sending spies to Odell's channel where we weren't even discussing it, where it wasn't in the thumbnail or in the description? Why? Hmm? Why? What I do find interesting though is that this podcast that aired a couple of weeks ago said that everything in this authenticated document, signed with the county seal, the state seal on it, was a lie. So 1 minute remaining, which is a kind of cheesy name because that's what it says when you're doing jail phone calls. So basically, y'all clout chase unfortunate people for content and then look for ways to either, I don't know, make money off of them in their unfortunate states or find a way to corrupt what they're saying or corroborate what they're saying. I get jail calls. I guess that's what y'all do. 1 minute remaining. So you send a spy to sniff around our platforms. And Pate ED, just so you know, you're the unfortunate person that came over consistently dropping that information. I checked all of your other comments. Thank you for letting us know how long you've been watching because you've never commented that much in our chat ever before. What's going on? We're addressing a threat that we got from another content creator that's been telling us that we need to steer away from the Derek Lee Cordello Smith trying to tell us and convince us of what he is. Okay, the name of the podcast is 1 minute remaining.
So I emailed this clown, and this guy told he responded back. He said, "Are you for real? This is one of the weakest cease and desist letters I've ever written. I was informing Miss Wright of Mr. Smith's clear fraud. You come back with this. It's on. Oh, it's on. Okay. Well, like I said, I don't take any of this lightly. I put my phone number in there. If you're listening, you can call me. You got my phone number. But yeah, I responded back like, oh, okay. There's really nothing else to say. This guy here is obviously he's looking to start something. He's looking for content. That's what he's looking for. And guess what? He's not going to get it. Let's
He's
get this
looking for more
guy.
than content.
Well, yeah, of course, but he's also looking for you know what he's looking for. I got something for him though. I
He's
got
looking
something
to
for
create a
him.
distraction.
Well, that part, but we're gonna take care of him legally. I got something legally for him. That's what we're gonna do. Have him keep it up.
Understand this, sir, you did a lot more than try to inform me. What you tried to do was intimidate me.
It's
That's what you tried
on.
to do.
The fuck is
And
what
now
the
you're
fuck
talking
is
about
on?
it's on. What's on? What's
What's
on?
on? Piece of
Like,
shit.
there's only but so many ways you can sit there and you can threaten people without it being acknowledged as such. But thank you for letting us know that there are people that are closely watching us. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. Because we just started talking about this.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and send all this to you know who. So don't even worry about it. This guy is cooked. That's why I said I'll take care of it legally. Send it to Mr. You know who. We'll go from there.
Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. So, y'all are the only ones that get to have the conversation about Derek Lee Cordello Smith. That's what it is. Because that's what it sounds like. What it sounds like is that you want to control the narrative
Pretty much.
of the subject, Derek Lee Cordello Smith. That's what it sounds like to me. What it sounds like to me is you want to make sure that your narrative goes unchecked. It sounds like you want everybody to believe what you have to say. You know, in the United States, and I know that one of you is from down under, but let's just be clear. Let's be very clear. There's a lot of pro Diddy content creators all over the world, especially after what just happened to his friend who just got popped over there in the UK for all of the stuff that he had going on. And I'm trying to keep my composure because while y'all were busy trying to create some kind of online beef to find a way to come after us for accurately investigating this, like if this was all about content and if this was all about money, we would have been started dropping like viral link clip after viral link clip that we have recorded. There's a lot of stuff that's already recorded that we could have been dropped. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I don't
he
know if
he
it's your
he.
headphones or not, but you're a little muffled.
Okay, no, I'm not. Hold on. Why am I muffled?
I don't know.
Give me 1 second. Now I'm
Hold
over
on.
here. I'm writing. I'm writing a response to this
Oh, got it. Got it.
situation about it's on because you
It's
know
on.
when you reply to you reply back to someone verbally or I'm sorry, a written statement, you know, saying you know you need to chill. This was you know a
Let's try to
formal.
refrain from all caps in the chat, folks. We reserve the caps
We,
for our moderators. We can see you.
well, basically, when you're formally warned in writing and your reply is it's on, I think that crosses from being just, you know, um, dismissive to potentially threatening. So I'm basically just hitting him back with a letter to let him know, like, look, legally, he already effed up. He effed up already. So, you know, I'm gonna let him know nicely again, and we're gonna go from there. But that's what I was doing. I was just pretty much putting this letter together, letting them know that that statement is escalated into hostile conduct, and it sounds like you're harassing and intimidating. So if you email me from here on out, everything will be civil litigation and we'll refer to law enforcement. That's pretty much that's all that I'm saying in this next letter. like people think I don't know. I don't know who this guy think he is, but
I
yeah,
do. I know
yeah,
exactly who he thinks he is. He thinks he's an internet terrorist.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You got sent a cease and desist because that's the nice way of saying, keep my name out your mouth.
And shut the fuck up. Exactly. He said he
You
also
can
put the
say
like
whatever you want. Listen to me. You can
he said
say
that I
whatever
want
you want to say on your platform. That is your right. Just like it's my right to be able to
he,
say whatever I want to say on my platform, especially when it has a gold seal on it.
he says that we want to simp for a rapist, a perjurer.
Simp?
Yeah.
Who's
You hear this
simping?
language? You hear this language? Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
simping?
vote me. I'll see you in court.
You want to
Don't
know what
worry
I
about it.
find funny?
I'll see you in court, buddy.
You want to know what I find real funny? That you so quick to just run around threatening people.
No,
See,
I'm
this
gonna
is
see
the
this guy in
thing.
court.
No, this is the
I'm gonna see
thing.
him
If
in court.
everything that he's saying is factual and true, if Derek Lee Cordello Smith is all of those things, it doesn't require a blogger to try to chin check me about it. If there's anything that I'm saying that's not correct, any of the state officials, including Kim Worthy, they can check me themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't need, the state of Michigan doesn't need a blogger to try to check me on what I choose to report on. See, as it stands right now, my First Amendment right says as long as I'm not slandering or defaming anybody unfairly, and if anything that I'm saying, it can be verified as true or factual in any way, especially court unsealed documents from court hearings and proceedings that got a seal on it. See, I can report on that if I choose to. That's my right. And as long as I'm not going out of my way to maliciously hurt anyone, it's within my right to be able to share that information with my platform if I choose to. So my question is, Michael Volpe, who do you think you are? Because unless you're a state official, then who do you think you are? See, that's what I'm, because what it sounds like is that you're simping for Kim L. Worthy.
That part.
It sounds like you're simping for the state of Michigan and Wayne County.
Well, this guy can't give it up. His boyfriend or his girlfriend. I don't know whatever his orientation is. He's still responding, saying, oh, you're a producer. You don't know the law. I'm like, okay, buddy, keep it
Who
up.
don't know the law?
Listen, listen.
He's still talking to you in the emails?
Oh no, no, no. Yeah, but this just strengthens my case. So basically, what happens is, right now, if he continues to uh, keep responding to or keep sending me because I'm not responding to any. I already sent them one message about what I said, and that was that. But we'll pay attention to what he says, and let's definitely pay attention to his podcast because
No, let's
if
let no, no,
if he
I'm not
says
paying attention to his podcast.
if
His
he, no no
podcast can
no
eat a dick.
no no I
Wait a minute.
am because if he says anything malicious with actual malice and he makes false statements about you, then we got actionable. We're gonna do what we need to do legally. So that's pretty much what it is. But he's pretty much borderline into harassment and civil harassment and civil harassment. Like he's a weirdo. So let's not
Wait,
say
so he's sitting.
anything.
Wait, so basically, wherever he is, he's sitting here watching us right now and responding to you via
I'm
email.
sure he is. I'm sure he is. And yeah, we you do, bro. You should quit while you're behind. You made a statement saying your credibility will be destroyed. And then you said something, oh, it's on. Dude, are you threatening me?
Ask
Yeah,
Mike.
okay.
Ask Michael Volpe if he remembers sharing because I have a whole lot for him. Like I've never. It always amazes me when people crash into my orbit with their chest out, showing they little taco meat. Cause I never even heard of you, dude. I don't know nothing about you. But I knew when you sent that spy over into our chat over on Set in the West, I knew that it was a conversation that I needed to have. I knew it was a conversation that I needed to have with Derek. And we did. We talked to Derek at length. We also talked to someone else. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, look, let's keep all that pretty much under
I'm
wraps.
not saying all I'm saying is we
No,
talked to
we
somebody else.
already no
Interesting.
we have what we need. We already have what we need. What he's gonna do is he's gonna, I'm sure he's gonna do something boneheaded because he's emailing and doing what he's doing. And he's gonna say something that's gonna put him in more legal hot water. And let it be. It is what it is. Just you just sometimes gotta like let people, hang themselves legally. So I think this will probably be the only time I'll be saying anything publicly about this guy because I'm just taking it to the you know taking it to the next level.
See,
It's
what
all
I'm
good.
noticing is the play. And that's why I'm speaking about this publicly because there's definitely a play.
Yeah, no. Definitely speak on it. I'm saying me personally, as especially as a man, I'm not going to be going back and forth with no clown on the email. Yeah, and if he continues to, but he can't continue to harass you. I've already sent him a letter. Let him know. Knock it off. You're a weirdo. Let's keep it pushing. And then someone else sent another email.
Oh, there's another email?
Yeah,
What does it say?
no, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of both of them. That's why I say I'll do what I need to do. I'm gonna take care of everybody I need to take care of. No, he's not smart, Cindy. That's the problem. He's not smart.
I'm really looking forward to that transaction receipt showing up.
We got it.
Oh, we have it already. Oh.
I think so. Let
See,
me
and that's
see.
why we didn't talk about anything until we were able to produce this. When somebody wants somebody to be a scumbag real bad, when somebody wants somebody, see, I know what it's like to have people gaslight news all around you. I know what it's like to have people make up stories about you. I know what it's like. It's happening to me all the time. Do you want to know what I find funny? The second that I start talking about this, now that these documents exist. And let's be clear, these documents did not become available until September 23rd of this year. Now, Michael Volpe was busy running around on his podcast trying to convince everyone that the transcripts from this hearing were false. Do y'all hear what I'm telling you? Right before these transcripts were released into the custody of the person who was able to obtain them, and there is a transaction receipt for, they paid for every page. If I'm correct, it's like $120 they paid for these documents.
Yeah,
Paid for from the clerk's office. If they were able to pay for these documents, then that would make you a liar. Because Michael Volpe has been running around on his podcast trying to convince everybody that the transcripts from this sealed document is all a lie. That's what Michael Volpe has been doing. He's been sitting online trying to convince everybody that these documents are false. See, the first time they were being acknowledged was earlier this year, and then all of a sudden it was, oh no, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true. Because even I was curious about what happened to them and why they didn't show up at the Didless federal trial, why the judge didn't have them. I was curious. And just like everyone else, I thought to myself, well, they must not be real. Because why haven't they gone anywhere? Why has this not gone forward? But guess what? Here they are. Very real. Very real. Transaction receipt from the clerk's office. So who are we supposed to believe? Michael Volpe and his podcast or the clerk's office? Let's take a poll, shall we, family? Let's take a poll. Put a one in the chat if we should believe Michael Volpe that the transcripts from that hearing in 1998 are false, or put a two in the chat if you think we should believe the sealed documents from the clerk's office, from the Wayne County clerk's office.
I mean, when in America, you you tend to go with the official seal. You know what I'm saying? I guess with certain people, it's the well, I'm my name is Mike and I say so. Maybe that's the mindset that they have. Oh, my name is Mister. I can say, yeah. No, it don't work like that.
You know what else I woke up to? Three other content creators running around now spreading that lion ass piece of crap video that said that I'm exposing Erica Kirk.
Yeah, let's talk about that 'cause that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
It's funny because I had only seen one video and then that completely cooled off. And then the second that I start talking about these documents regarding Derek Lee Cordell Smith, all of a sudden, multiple videos today popped up, multiple channels today pushing that story around. And you want to know what's even sicker? See, they can't find any more real life content creators to defame and disgrace my name. So now they got a bunch of AI channels doing it, except for Relentless Lex. He decided to do a reaction video to it earlier today. You want to know what's sad? Hey guys, do you remember when we did the check in video when we were talking to everybody about the Charlie Kirk assassination and why we weren't going to make it content. And we talked about some of the things that we saw and some of the discrepancies, and we pretty much just leaned into how that entire situation was allowed to live online like it was that kind of graphic gore and nonsense, and how it was affecting everyone. Do you guys remember that? They
Yeah,
actually took the commentary of me and Odell sitting here on this channel, on our channel, this channel, and they edited it in to this Erica Kirk foolishness. Yep.
yeah, they're that desperate. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
They took our content of us talking about blood splatter, because they everyone was talking about, the Tyler kid and where he was, and we were saying it's just not adding up because of the way it looked. There would have been some through and through. There would have been some splatter. I had made some references to Dexter. Yeah, we had that conversation. Erica Kirk's name wasn't mentioned in that video at all. Matter of fact, the only thing that I think that I said was I offered her and the children our condolences, because I know what it's like to watch a loved one be assassinated on film and see that. It's traumatizing. I just did another video the other day on this channel after the first lying ass video about me allegedly exposing Erica Kirk hit. And I made it very clear it's not content for me. Not talking about it. I understand it's a hot topic. I understand that if I lean into this conversation, me being me, if I lean into this conversation at all, even for a second, it could go viral. Am I wrong?
Right. That's why I said leave it alone.
It could go viral. I could lean into it. I could fight for her. I could fight against her. I could do any of that. But if I didn't make her husband's assassination content, why would I make her content? There's enough people that are doing that. I don't got a dog in that fight. But I find it funny that every time I'm on to something that goes against the agenda of my enemies, how quickly there's a bunch of discrediting videos that pop up in the algorithms. See, that's what they do. They distract and defame. They defame and distract. And this is what Michael Volpe apparently is trying to do. Because what I'm going to tell you this right now, sir, is I done heard plenty about you, but I got affidavits coming about you. Isn't that correct?
That's right.
I'm gonna let
Keep
the
it up.
paperwork speak for itself.
So no one can say defamation or any of that. You
I ain't
can't
got
use
nothing
that.
to say. I mean, Jazzy, you're more than welcome to like whatever you want to like. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't like what Candace is doing. I don't like what she's doing to her friend. I don't like what she's doing to the subject. I don't like what she's doing at all. I don't. Want to know why I don't? Because she was his friend. You want to know why I don't? Because up until his assassination, all she could talk about was Brigitte Macron. And now Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA and the assassination of him and the feds and the this and the that has created almost the perfect body shield, so she ain't got to talk about that no more. I mean, the truth is she was almost out of ammunition talking about it anyway. And the only thing that this Charlie Kirk situation has done has pretty much all but silenced the conversation about the lawsuit from Brigitte Macron for what she had to say. I posted these transcripts on Twitter months ago. My very first post ever, and Sean Combs' attorney had my entire Twitter account taken down. Gotta ask why.
Wow.
Wow.
Hmm. Hmm. Interesting.
So you posted the transcripts before they were authenticated in this manner with the seal on it like that? And they had your whole Twitter account taken down, huh? Before the trial. Interesting. Yeah, I'm see, this is the thing. When people start creating diversions and creating distractions, because I can already see the play here. This Michael Volpe guy wants to start some kind of beef, start some kind of war, go back and forth with me, make all kinds of mess, and then want me to go back and forth with him so people can forget that this is what we're actually talking about. Meanwhile, going back and forth with him will allow him to even further and even louder and with a whole new audience continue um trashing
Well, you
Derek.
gotta, you got, you gotta pay attention. I'm looking at his IMDb, and I'm just basically connecting the dots because you also got to look at which studios he's worked for. So he's been.
Really?
It seems like he's been producing for some time, and you know I know people, so I'm gonna go ahead and you know like I said, legally I'm gonna go ahead and chop it up with him, and we're gonna make it happen. But he's been a film producer for some time, and nothing of nothing where it's like oh something where yeah I don't see anything even worth mentioning of his. I mean, they said he has two awards that he has won allegedly.
Good for him.
Gemini Award, nominated for Canadian Screen Award or something. So yeah, and he's a Canadian, so there you go right there.
Oh,
Shout out to the Canadians.
oh,
But
Michael
yeah,
Volpe is from Canada.
yeah.
Well, then which one of the people over there is from Australia?
I believe it's the other person,
Oh,
Jack. I believe, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I get it. A Jaguar Wright, beef content coming after Jag. For some of you content creators out there, it's sexy. I get it. My name got greenlit on this app a long time ago, and people have been abusing my name for a long time. That needs to stop. Um, but this is the thing. Whether I'm right or wrong, I have the right to choose what I talk about on my platform, whether I'm right or wrong. If Trashy K got to sit on her platform for nearly 5 years defaming Cardi B and talking about her child having an STI or STD or something like that, like if she's able to do that before she's snatched down and hauled into court, I think I got the right to talk about authenticated documents that have a state and county seal on it from the clerk's office. I think I have the right to do that. The question is why is it such a problem to you? You're doing your content. You saying what you saying. You doing what you doing. Do it over there. Do it over there.
He's damn near 60 years old. I mean, you're literally too old for this type of shit.
Like, why are
Right.
you coming after me? I'm not allowed to have an alternate opinion. You have an opinion. Your opinion is that Derek Lee is guilty of sin of everything that he's been charged with. I have a different opinion. And my opinion is that from what I've read in authenticated court, sealed and unsealed, and then state sealed documents, I have the right to have an opinion that I'm choosing to believe what's right there. I have that right. What's the problem? You got your content, I got mine.
Yeah, no one can get up and fix their mouth to tell you what you're going to cover, what to cover, et cetera, et cetera. Like I said, you know, stand the f down, buddy.
Who's calling me an agent?
Who says you're
People
an agent?
say a lot of stuff. You know what people said? They said that Santa Claus was real. Do you believe that? Do you think Santa
Oh
Claus was
yeah.
real?
Remember, that's funny because remember that video I did, and I said, "Oh, you got some explaining to do." They literally said you were a deep cover agent, like you're hella deep cover right now. I said, "Wow, okay, you're James Bond in this bitch." It's crazy.
You want to know what? I wish I was. Because do you know what double secret agents get? They get KILL orders and they get to go and they get to extinguish people that get on their nerves. I wish I was a deep operative. Because guess what? If I was a deep operative, that means they wouldn't be allowed to put charges on me, phony charges on me whenever they want to try to find a way to move me around or to discredit me. Like, it's just wild. Two people can have separate opinions about the same topic. You don't believe Derek? I'm researching what I'm finding. See, this is the thing that trips me out. And let's take another posy wozy on this here, family. Put a three in the chat if anyone has heard me defend Derek Lee and any of his charges. Put a four in the chat if you've only heard me discuss the findings of these documents.
Yeah, that's all that has been discussed. I got a
Put a
poll.
three in the chat if you've heard me defend any of Derek's charges. Put a four in the chat if all you've heard me discuss are these documents. I haven't spoke about any of his cases. I haven't spoke about any of the victims. I haven't spoke about any of the court records for any of the charges. I haven't spoke about anything. The only thing I've spoke about these documents.
Now I got a poll that I have a poll that I have to ask the
Oh,
audience.
sure.
Y'all put a six in the chat
You
if
gonna skip
you.
five?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna skip five.
Okay.
Y'all put a six in the chat if the legal team should just go ahead and go get at Michael Volpe and the other, these clowns that are saying all this stuff about, it's on. Or put a seven if you think the Zulus should go talk to Michael Volpe about coming at Jaguar the way he's been coming at Jaguar.
Like I'm just trying to understand. I haven't defended Derek Lee Cordello Smith of anything. I haven't advocated for his innocence regarding any of the crimes he's been charged with. I haven't asked people to do any of that. Haven't discussed it. See, I do things the way I do things for a reason. I do them the way I do them for a reason. See, I addressed him being framed first. Now, what's very interesting is that I've come to find out that his victim that he was charged with raping in 2019, there's a lot of compromising details around that. Is there not, Odell?
Yeah, there is. Y'all should be able to hear me better, right? Because I have to, I just
A little
removed
bit
my little
better.
earpiece. Yeah.
A
All
little bit
right.
better.
Yeah. There's a whole lot, and in fact, what I'm also going to do is this because the person who emailed you, um, he sent handwritten police reports that he said the Detroit police had no records of any investigation into the grape, right?
Who was the officer who hand wrote these
Well,
did he did he say, did he put it in there that who the officer was that wrote this information?
so the officer basically said the crime lab uh, happened with Miss Worthy saying you messed up my investment and I'll put multiple grapes on you like I did other men. I guess this is a Patrick Jackman.
Hmm.
Okay, I got to.
No, I mean, if we're going to address it, I just want to make sure I have my notes. Just want to make sure I have my notes. Like, who would have thought that we would already be in the thick of a fight? We haven't even discussed this. It hasn't even been 4 days.
We ain't even really. We're barely out of pre-production, to be honest.
No, because we're still going over everything. You want to know why? Because we want to make sure that everything is verifiable and that we can back everything up that we bring forward. We're not being reckless with this. We're not rushing this at all for good reason. So I'm still not understanding why there's such a rush to try to shut us down. So this officer wrote a hand note.
Mm-hmm.
Officer who?
It said, what does it say, Jackman?
From where?
Detroit police?
From the does it say which precinct?
Uh, no.
And his name is Officer what?
Patrick Jackman?
Patrick Jackman. Detroit Police Department. Oh, he retired 4 years ago
Mm.
in remembrance of retired Lieutenant Patrick Jackman. He was with the force for 35 years. Retired. When was this handwritten note? Does it have a date on it?
Yeah.
What's the date?
6/15/97.
6/15.
Mm-hmm.
97. And this note says what?
It's in your email.
Oh, well, I'm not on that device, but I can pull it up. What is
Hold
this?
on.
10 months ago. P.
It's just
Diddy.
something that it's actually just something that I got to do further investigation on. That's all.
Mm, I
We
just find it
actually can.
interesting. I
We
just find it
actually can.
interesting. Mm,
We can call someone that we know and actually, and you maybe I said we said I guess you said we're not going to call them.
well, do you want to call him? Because we can call him. We might as well now that we're being threatened. Does he have the time?
We'll call off. We'll have to call off offline to see if this incident report if it corresponds because supposedly this person was there.
Was where?
The the fight, two fights happened between Cordello Smith, Derek Cordello Smith, and Sean Combs.
See, we haven't
Um,
even talked about any of that.
yeah, but that's why it's
See,
good to know certain people. That's close. That was closer to the situation.
we haven't discussed any of that at all. But I just find it interesting that a blogger is stalking my content and trying to prove. So basically, all the stuff that he emailed us is trying to discredit everything that was just released.
Mm-hmm.
These transcripts.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what I find interesting? He pulled all of that together and he broadcasted all of that before this was released.
Yeah.
See, that's where your problem is, Mr. Volpe. See, you've been pushing that these documents weren't real. You've been pushing that. Push it. You've been pushing it. So then now let me just pull it up. Because see, if everything that you're saying, Mr. Volpe, is true, then that would mean that Kathy M. Garrett should be getting ready to lose her job any second now. Because it says document certification. I, Kathy M. Garrett, clerk of the Third Judicial Circuit Court, do hereby certify that the foregoing is currently taken and copied from the original record in the case of the People versus Derek L. Moore, which, by the way, isn't Derek Lee Cordello Smith's given name. That was a name, allegedly, that was invented by, I guess, Kim Elworthy, allegedly, so that they could find a way to create shadow coverage over what they were doing. Because what I don't understand is why would if everything was above board, if everything was honest, why would some of Derek's charges be placed under the name Derek L. Moore, and then the other charges be placed under Derek Lee Cordello Smith? It just doesn't make any sense, especially considering that they both bared the same case number. That would be like a huge clerical error, would it not?
Mm-hmm.
You have two different defendants with two different names, but they have the same case number? That doesn't make any sense. Does that make any sense to any of you? It, why would this case need an alias? But see, everything that is attached to the alleged framing of Derek is, I believe, under Derek L. Moore. And then the charges that were allowed to stand as official record of note were under his real name. Let's be very clear with the amount of essays, grapes that were placed on him throughout the years. I mean, it really does make him look like a monster.
Oh, it does. Yeah,
It makes
you
him
see this.
look,
If you see the record, yeah, it's wow. His record is wow.
it's awful. It's terrible. Like, it's the kind of stuff that they've said about him. Like, and this is me about to read from the official paperwork that was declared authentic by the clerk of Wayne County, Third District Court, I believe it is, or Third Circuit Court, with the state seal, which means whatever was in that paperwork is true, factual. Like, it seems like, and before I read this, let me say this. For me to have only talked about these documents that obtained this gold seal, it's official seal, for me to only be talking about these, and you're attacking me for that,
Says
and
a lot.
telling me that I'm putting my credibility on the line. I didn't get online and talk about any of the cases. I didn't get online. Yes, Third Circuit Court, 36th Judicial District. Thank you, pretty girl. I I didn't speak about any of the victims. I didn't speak about any of the evidence that was put. I didn't speak about any of the grape kits. I didn't All I spoke about were these documents. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all I spoke about. It sounds like you don't have a problem with me. It sounds like you have a problem with these documents. It sounds like you have a problem with who issued these documents. Am I wrong?
Nah.
Like, you're sitting here, Michael Volpe, attacking me, attacking my platform, attacking my credibility for reading and for reporting on these official documents. You can't accuse me of saying anything else. I ain't coming with no handwritten notes. I ain't got no doctor's notes from retired people. I'm just reading court records. So, do you got a problem with me? Or do you got a problem with these documents? See, it sounds like you got a problem with these documents. And these documents have been authenticated as real and true. So, if you got a problem with these documents, let me just read this. Let's see what you got a problem with. This is the most horrendous thing I have ever seen in my life. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. But you have the power, and I am just a pawn. As long as you, Ms. Worthy, and Sean Combs uphold their end of the deal, then we have a deal. What business mogul and what judge slash state's attorney makes deals with criminals? Can we talk about that for a second?
I mean, yeah, let's do it.
Deal? Since when do people who uphold the law and serve the law in the court make deals with criminals? Why would there need to be a deal made? It seems like the only deal that would need to be made is the plea deal. And the plea deal was already set for him to plead guilty to a bunch of grapes and to one, unalivement charge with the self defense variable attached. Which, in all honesty, if you ask me, in my opinion, should have been first degree manslaughter. See, in order to charge someone with rev you would have to be able to prove that there was intent. See, that's the difference between rev and manslaughter. Manslaughter is when you might take somebody's life, but it wasn't a plan. It wasn't intentional. The rev is when you intended. If I remember the details of the story, Mr. Cordello Smith and that woman were ambushed. So how can you plan to take a life of someone who ambushed you? So see, even that's a little squirrely, in my opinion. And let's just be clear. It's just my opinion. And it's protected by my First Amendment right. You know I do have that, Mr. Volpe.
Well,
I have that right.
according to him, no. He said it's whatever he says. That's according to him, though.
I mean, I don't even know who he is. According to him, he might think it's okay to, play with dogs in a very inappropriate manner
Mhm,
with peanut butter,
mhm,
for all I know.
mhm.
He might play hide the salami with his pet at home. I don't know.
We don't know.
There's a lot that people can say. If I don't know you and I can't verify whether or not you're a decent human being, then all you saying is what you saying. You're just talking. See, I'm not talking. I'm reading. And what I was just reading here was how a judge. And a music mogul made a deal with someone who's supposed to be a PDF or something and some kind of deranged rapist. As long as you, Miss Worthy, and Sean Combs uphold their end of the deal, then we have a deal. My family is safe. My money gets to grow inside Sean Combs' company, and the grape he did upon me gets covered up, and all of the evidence stays with Kim Worthy, the evidence of his grape on me, and the red rum evidence gets to stay with you too. And the witness, Kim Worthy, says, yes, correct. The defendant, Mr. Cordello Smith, says, okay, well then, let's do it since I have no choice. The witness, Kim Worthy, says, no, you do not. The court says, okay, we appear to be all set. Anyone have anything closing to say? And the witness, Kim Worthy, jumps in and says, yes, Mr. Cordillo Smith, do not ever try to break this deal. I know I will not, and Sean has assured me he will not. And if you do, boy, not one person will believe you. If you break this deal, not one person will believe you. Even if you have this record unsealed, I am untouchable.
Mm.
But your family, and you saw what happened to Nevers and Budson, right? What happened to Nevers and Budson? Hmm? Who's Nevers and Budson?
We got to ask that. I think he
What
kind of
happened to
explained it.
them?
I think he kind of explained it, but
Because, see, that's interesting. Because just me reading this, what it kind of sounds like is she says, even if you have this record unsealed, like it is, I am untouchable. But your family, and you saw what happened to Nevers and Budson, right?
was that a threat? Mm.
I tell you one thing, if Nevers and Budson were unalived, then that would be a clear admission that his family was threatened with harm, which would mean coercion for any deal he accepted, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. So do not break our deal. I will clear you later of any of the grapes. I will clear you later. That's funny because he never got cleared. They just added more.
Well, she threatened to throw a grape on him, and that's what happened years later, right? When he was about to be paroled, that's what it looked like. To me, that's what it looked like.
We do not know, pretty girl. Yes, thank you for saying allegedly. We do not know what happened to Derek's mother. And We know that his son was in a car accident when he passed away on his way to go visit him, but we do not know um, the circumstances of the terms behind that. We don't. I'm not going to speculate, not at this point, unless there's some evidence that comes forward or something that can be verified. I'm not even going to get into that conversation. The only thing that I can say is condolences because it's terrible. He's been in jail and he's lost some very, very, very key figures in his life. And the last time that his mother got to see him out of jail, she saw him in court pleading guilty to crimes that he is alleged he is not committed. That's the last time his mother saw him as a civilian, as not a prisoner. So do not break our deal. I will clear you later on of any of the grapes. But if you break it, I will add more and really make you look terrible. Believe me, I can do it today, tomorrow, or years from now.
Mm. Man.
We have everything needed to make it happen. So get your ass in there and take that plea. And it is going to be a guilty plea for the SEX crimes. The defendant, Derek Lee, says, okay, but I can assure you of this, Miss Worthy. One day, this will all come back because the truth cannot be hidden. Light will always shine through the darkness. I am a man who saved a woman, not hurt women. But that will all come out someday other, or I mean, some other day in time. The witness, Kenworthy, says, not today, though. The defendant says, okay, let's go. I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor. The court says, well, then, that was pretty interesting. Wouldn't you all agree with me? I am glad that it is over. So now we can get to the actual public plea hearing today and then the sentence shortly thereafter. Defendant Derek Lee Cordello Smith says, excuse me for one moment, Your Honor. Judge says, what is it now, Cordello? The defendant, Derek Lee Cordello Smith, says, how are you going to keep these proceedings sealed and hidden in order for the plea that I am going to take if everyone knows that I am Cordello Smith? I believe that you would have to hide it somehow because I am known as Cordello Smith, and Sean, Kim, and especially Penman knows me by that name. So they could very well just have it to where anyone searching the court records would find these transcribed proceedings when they are transcribed and simply place it with the REVROM files, and it will show that I am really in for second degree REVROM, and that will break our three-way agreement, and my family could be hurt behind this. The court says, I see, smart thinking. I will just place it under Derek Lee Smith, Derek Smith, And we will keep the second degree red rum under Derek Lee Cordello Smith. I am sure that we have enough Derek Smiths, and we can even throw in a Derek Lee Moore. He is a serial rapist I convicted just last week.
Wow. God damn. Wow.
So I can just add your real name to his name, and that will keep anyone searching busy. Okay? You will uphold your end of this agreement. And when we are in open court, Mr. Cordello Smith, and I ask you if anyone has threatened you, forced you to plead, or promised you anything, your answer will be no, okay, Mr. Cordello Smith? Is that clearly understood? Defendant Derek Lee Cordello Smith says, yes, sir. Even if I know my family will be slaughtered by Sean Combs and Kim Worthy's people, you still expect me to say no, that I was not threatened. Court says that is correct. Defendant says everyone thinks you're just this caring, understanding judge. The court said, what would you say I am? You know, I'm going to stop right there. And by the way, Mr. Volpe, it's Michael, isn't it? Michael Volpe? Is that his name?
That's
We'll
his
say
name.
Mr. We'll
We're
say.
gonna stop. We're gonna stop. Remember how I always say about, saying people's names, you already know. But yeah.
Well, he emailed me, and everyone
Yeah,
already
yeah,
knows
yeah.
his name.
And you're addressing it. I
And I'm
get it.
addressing it because he threatened me. And I'm trying to understand why he's threatening me. Because what I'm reading are court documents, transcripts that were authenticated as real and factual from the original recording from back in 1998. See, the problem is if you're having a problem with these documents, why are you coming after me? Because that's all I've addressed, these documents. Nothing more, nothing less. I haven't talked about the fact that the witness from, what is that, 2019?
The 2019, yeah.
I haven't addressed her at all, even though allegedly she actually went to the court in Detroit, in Wayne County, and filed a writ of habeas corpus for Mr. Cordello Smith, allegedly. Told them that he never violated her, that whatever happened between them was consensual. By the way, and we're not going to get too much into it because we did get permission, but I'm not ready to say too much. But I would like to verify with you, Wolfgang Amadeus, my Odell, that we spoke to someone today who verified all that. Is that true?
Yep.
We spoke to someone today who's got some very interesting recollections of how things happened. We spoke to someone today that actually knows and knew back then that victim that Mr. Cordell Smith was charged, you know, the grape in 2019, he he remembers this person from back then. There was no crime committed by what he said. Matter of fact, by what he said, allegedly that victim was pressured. Am I wrong?
That's what he said.
Now see, oh, the documents are fake. Where? How are the documents fake? Like if you're gonna come through here and you can, the $10 whatever, that's fine. The victim did not say that. Look at the grammar. Dude is a monster. The victim did not say that. The victim? Okay, hold on. Look.
Well,
Wait. No, because I wanna pick this super chat apart right quick. Respectfully, Jag, dude is a rapist and forger. Those documents are fake. Okay. Now this is where can we pick this apart right quick?
which documents are
The
fake?
documents I'm reading from. That's the only documents this person could be speaking of. These are the only documents I've addressed. I haven't addressed anything else.
They're fake.
And he's saying that Derek Lee Cordello Smith forged these documents.
Now I get AI in some video, but AIing or faking documents now, I mean,
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
photoshopping documents, one thing. I get it. Documents with an official seal on it. How could you fake that? I don't know.
Well,
But carry on.
number one, let's play along for a second. How would he be able to do that in prison?
From jail. Right.
How would he be able to do that in prison? They got tablets, they got all kinds of stuff, but prisoners are not allowed access to the kind of technology that would make it possible for him to be able to do anything like that. And respectfully, there's a transaction receipt. And he was not released from prison to go and pick it up himself. So if anyone is a forger, well, it would have to be Miss Garrett. Like the clerk would have had to afford. You're accusing the clerk of being a forger. You're also accusing, like, you sure you want to do that? You want to say that? See, these documents that I'm reading from were not obtained by Mr. Cordello Smith. They couldn't have been obtained by him because he's in jail. The only way he would have been able to get access is if they were mailed to him, and that means he would have had to have found some kind of way to pay for them from his
And
jail account.
if you remove certain things from those documents, they're not valid, right? Like
See,
But thank you, B man, for the $10. We're gonna get a burrito or something.
once again, our fake Jaguar dash. Look at the grammar. Jaguar dude is a monster. The victim did not say that. I am looking at the grammar. There is no victim speaking in here. There's the judge, who was represented as the court. There was the witness, who was also a judge. Her name is Kim Worthy. And then there was the defendant, who was representing himself, and he was doing the cross examination of the witness, Kim Worthy. There was no victim. Hmm? So, what are you trying to prove? Because that was easily just, but hey, you know? See, once again, with the amount of charges that he has on him, man, who
This
would ever
sounds
believe
like
him?
this sounds like B man sounds like who's this? The Mike or Jack? I don't know. Abort mission. Abort Teddy. Abort Teddy. Abort.
Like, I'm just
Oh
trying to
man.
figure it out. Like, you coming through here super chatting. Oh, there's another one. Let me get to that. Abort.
Yeah, that's what I was just reading.
Wait,
I was just
abort the
reading.
mission.
Abort
Don't
Teddy.
ruin your credibility.
Abort Teddy.
Jaguar got the state's clerk of courts and read the actual proceeding. Trust me, he's a Say what? Jaguar got the state's clerk of courts and read the actual proceedings. Trust me, he's a I don't understand that. Does that make sense to you?
No.
See, there was a courier that went and picked up these documents.
See, that pretty girl knows because she knows what's up. And she's saying some valid shit like, what's the case number if it's so fake, if it's not legit, what's the case number? Because you would have investigated it too, right? Or you just, just pulling it out your ass. I don't know.
See, what I will say is be man. You're making this look more credible with every super chat. Every super chat. You're making this look more credible. Hi.
Deanna Stevens, you have a copy of it?
You have a copy of it? Because, see, we know the case number. We blocked it out.
On purpose.
See, that was a honey trap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, what I will say is if you actually have a copy, I'm challenging you. Put the case number in the chat right now. I love a good shalom. And did y'all notice on Derek's rap sheet, there is no second degree reverend charge
In fact, let me see.
on
Hold on.
anywhere, my friend, since you know of all his charges. Ooh.
I see kid to the sleeping. I see the first degree.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh,
I wonder if that had anything to do with why they decided to burn up
There is
all
no,
those
yeah,
files.
there is no, that is true. There is no, wow, good call. Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds like it's lining up with what's in these transcripts.
exactly. Yeah, come on, man. Keep on dropping the super chats. We'll read them.
I mean, the simple fact that the railroad charge ain't on here at all. Interesting. But yes, anyone who let's have a little guessing game. What is the case number? Please put it in the chat. I dare you.
Say more burritos. No, I'm a f around and go get some Sizzler if he keep. Come on, keep it going.
Sizzler. We're going to
We
Red
going to
Lobster
Sizzler.
and have some
We
cheddar
going to
biscuits.
Sizzler. Some yeah. Or we go to
Yeah,
Golden
no,
Corral.
that ain't it, John. That ain't it.
67843.
No,
Huh?
that ain't
Okay.
it, John. What do you win if you get the right one? Drop your cash app. I'll send you a $20 cash app if you got the right number. No, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Over 20 years ago, I dedicated this song to my mother, Lisa McClendon. Truth is, make sure y'all take the time to listen to it. I remember that song. What do you mean, how many digits? Ain't nobody giving you how many digits it is. If you know it and you got it, then just drop it. And if you're right, put your cash app and I'll send you a $20 cash app. For a digit, there's only 10,000 options. Who said it was only 4 digits? Who said it was 4 digits? Who said how many digits there were? Yeah, they've been hating on the notifications, guys. Sorry. See, that's the problem. That's the problem with the internet. That's the problem. People like to get online and they like to confuse a lot of people. Yet nowhere near close, Larry. You won't find it. And let me add, Derek secured a wrongful conviction settlement for all of this crap, the 98 case and for the other year. That pretty girl knows what she's talking about. And we appreciate you being here. I know you just playing, but I ain't mad at taking a shot for the cash app. Bless your heart. The only thing that beats a failure is a try. This is the thing. And this is what we wanted to discuss before we got into. Consider this the first leg. Oh, B Man is back. So let's see, $10 at a time. Why don't you just drop a 50 piece? It'll stay up longer. Drop the 50 piece or drop the honey or drop the hundo, and it'll stay up here for like 25 minutes.
Now I think we got, the thing is we do have the receipt. Well, let me see. Let me make sure. I don't want to just say it. But
I'm trying to help you go to the clerk of courts and get all of the information yourself. He sent you forged fake documents. He is a con man monster. Don't let your hate for Diddy lead you to support a great. That's a mouthful. You want to know why that's a mouthful? Because Diddy's a rapist too. Yeah. And that's not because of Derek. Anna Kane is in court right now. Her discovery starts in January.
and we got, I mean, we don't, I don't want to speak on it too much, but we got someone like eyewitness almost who who could attest to what you're saying. All right. I mean, do we want to speak on that or not?
Well, we were given permission, so let's tread lightly because I don't want to give away too much. We're
Yeah.
still in production. Anna Kane, this girl, I mean, she's a grown woman now, but she was only about 17 years old then. See how her skirt is hiked all the way up? See how she's sitting in the diddler's lap at daddy's house at his studio? She says it too. You know who else said it? Cassie said it after she tried to get away with him or get away from him. He forced his way into her place and then he forced himself on her. Sounds like you over here caping for a rapist your daggone self. And let's be clear, I don't cape for monsters. Not at all. What I don't understand is how any of that is supposed to make me not believe what I'm reading. You're saying that Derek forged these documents. And I'm telling you, there's no way he could have. Chain of custody with the paperwork says so. Do we have a copy of that receipt on deck yet?
No, not yet.
I can't wait to get it because that receipt didn't come from him. Matter of fact, there's no way he could have ever gotten his hands on this receipt and it didn't come from him. But the more super chats you leave, the more credible you're making all of this look. See, once again, I'm reading pages that came with a seal. You got a problem with these pages. You don't got a problem with me. You got a problem with these pages. Now, unless you can produce a witness to say that they saw Derek forge these documents, mail them out to somebody. Because, see, if that's the case, he would have had to forge those documents in jail, and then he would have had to put it through the prison's mail system, which would have All that's documented. Anything that goes in and out of a prison is documented. Anything that goes in and out of a jail is documented. That would be documented. And then it would have had to go on to another person, and that person would have had to send that to us. Chain of custody would be easy to prove. So prove it. Like, I like how people just like to run their mouth and say things because you're starting to sound like this weirdo podcast person who wants to holler at me, threatening me for reading documents with a state seal on them, talking about my credibility. What's wrong with my
Yeah.
credibility? What's wrong with my credibility? I didn't write it. Hmm? I didn't put the seal on it. I'm reading documents. You want to say they were forged? Then prove it. There's no way in the world he could have touched it. No way in the world. Absolutely impossible. So prove it. But anybody who chooses to try to come after me for reading documents, you ain't got a problem with me. You got a problem with these documents. And the only people that I could see having a problem with these documents are the people that allegedly framed Derek Lee Cordello Smith.
Well, the thing is, hold on. But the thing I'm looking at his background and who he is, and you know, he has a vested interest. Number one in entertainment industry.
Mm.
So he claims to be a what is it? Family court reformist and uh, journalist, investigative journalist, right? So looking at his angle, looking at what he's coming from. Like the thing is that there are a lot of people out here who they've been broken off, they've been paid, you know. Yeah, and look, I'm looking on his Facebook. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him know. He put the cease and desist letter that I sent to him on Facebook.
What?
Oh yeah, he's a weirdo.
He thirsty.
Yeah, I'm screenshotting all that right now. I'm screenshotting all that right now because this just goes to help with my case.
You looking for a moment? You downgraded? Respectfully, you're smart. He wouldn't have to touch them because he would have someone like you to do the work for him and mail them to him. But what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm screenshotting all his shit. This guy's
What
a
are you
weirdo.
talking about? He would have had somebody like me do the work for him. Then who? Who's that somebody? Or is that what you're trying to get at? Are you trying to get me to tell you how these documents were obtained? Because that's what it's starting to feel like. It's starting to feel like you want me to put a name on it.
Yeah, he's to the point to where he's just an harasser. I'm documenting all this. Hold on, I'm getting all my ducks in a row before he decide to delete.
It's
He
starting to
literally put
feel.
he literally put the email that I sent to him on his Facebook. This guy's a
Oh, he's
weirdo.
doxing your email now?
No, it's okay. No, just the name. He put my name out there. I'm gonna go ahead. That's all I'm doing right now is just getting all my ducks in a row for my case. That's it.
He's doxing you.
He can yeah he can talk about you all day. We'll take care of him with you in a minute. But like I said, I'm handling up. Hold on.
Somebody asked what we're talking about. I'm going to tell you what we're talking about. This is donor day. We were supposed to start earlier. The objective of today was for the community to help us raise money for the platform so we can move forward with the projects that we're doing and continue to keep producing and creating the stuff that we do. That's what today was supposed to be about. And we started much later today because we started realizing that there were some credible threats against us, against the platform, regarding our coverage of these documents on the case of the People versus Derek Lee Cordella Smith. Um, Apparently, there's a podcaster who wanted to send us emails. He sent an email yesterday, and then he sent another email at cracker ass dawn this morning. Um, the first email was warning me about talking about this and urging me to retract anything that I've had to say regarding Derek Lee and these documents from 1998 that were unsealed in 2007 and recently issued out with the state seal, Wayne County, state of Michigan, seal, gold seal, verifying that everything in these documents was from the original transcript, the original recording that happened inside that courtroom back in 1998. The first email, I was urged, for the sake of my credibility, to, you know, backtrack on looking into this. The second email was I believe, a link to a podcast where I was being discussed for talking about um, these documents. What I find crazy is, though, is why in God's name are me reading documents upsetting some podcaster?
You want me to read what he says on his Facebook
Sure, sure.
with his weak ass? Because he started his at what 2 days ago? Well, last night or let me see. Let me go back to 2 days ago. Well, number one, I think this guy has Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh,
So that's why I said I'm gonna go ahead and send this information to you know who because
oh.
there's a whole lot of yeah. But you look so his first post pretty much promoted his bullshit ass uh uh series or whatever his YouTube
Mhm.
video, but it said it looks like Derek Lee Cordello Smith has found another media person to tell his bogus story. If anyone knows of a way to contact Miss Wright, please provide. In the meantime, check out Suing Diddy, where he is exposed. So that was the first thing that he dropped yesterday. It looks like he has ties to Michigan, so I see why he um, is going hard. I see why. Okay, so then after that, he goes into another post where he talks about 6 hours ago. Derek Lee Cardello Smith has given me another shout out. He must be feeling confident right now that recording artist and YouTuber Jaguar Wright is his new propagandist. Well, we talked more about Derek. We talked more about Derek yesterday on the unknown. So he's using this to promote his whole, his thing. And then the last one was, he put the email that I sent to him for content. This guy's just a clout chaser. So, like I said, I got something for him though. He's an investigative journalist. He's going to get investigated.
You know what I don't understand? How did you plan on promoting your podcast before this? Hmm? We weren't talking about this 2 weeks ago,
We sure what?
but your podcast has been up for almost 3 weeks. How many people watched it? How much visibility has it gotten? So now you want to get on Facebook and you want to try to use my name and our platforms to promote your video of you exposing what? You want to know what's whack? We talked to Derek about you. We went to Derek right away before we saw your emails. We saw somebody coming in our chat that's usually not very talkative in our chat, but they were being
Mm-hmm.
talkative about you and your podcast and telling us and everyone in our chat that they needed to go and watch your podcast. You want to know what's wrong with that? If that had happened here on the Jaguar Wright Effect, that would have made more sense. But it didn't. It happened over on Set in the West. Now, let me explain why it looks janky that it happened on Set in the West and not here. Number one, Odell, I'm his number one fan. And there are a lot of people that are becoming supporters of his content, his commentary, his work, his knowledge. But up until last year, his channel was going without a lot of visibility. So it's kind of odd that that person would show up over there talking about this in his chat. But see, on that particular day, I was a co host. And on that particular day, we were sitting there together. And it was right after we had first started announcing that we were moving forward into looking into this case. Am I wrong, Oda?
Nah,
Got it. Derek's name wasn't in the title. His image was not on the thumbnail or
nothing.
being
It didn't
used.
even it. It wasn't nowhere near my subject. Nothing.
He wasn't in the description. He wasn't hashtagged. Nothing. We weren't even talking about Derek at all. The subject matter was completely different. But Pate ED started rabidly talking about a podcast that none of us have ever heard of before in our chat and started talking about Derek in our chat. See, that's strange. See, I never like it when people come into the chat talking about things that are not the topic of discussion in the live. See, when people start coming through your chat talking about things that are not the topic of discussion, you can usually just assume that there is an agenda being ran. Oh, Mr. Man is back. You finally got $10 again?
You had
I'm
to
telling
cash
you,
in
you
as
had to just if remembering you've been con for happy donor day meeting our Sadiq for his show tonight. Okay. I, I'm
who?
I'm trying to understand, what does Raphael Sadiq have to do with any of this? Is this supposed to be
Or
some kind of
getting
clue
caught up with
as to
these monsters.
who you are? Fire Odell for getting you caught up with these monsters and frauds. Enjoy your donor day.
Oh, it's my fault. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, see, B man, check this out.
No,
What
I'm
we're
just
gonna do? No, listen. What we're gonna do? If you are a man, because in a few we're gonna transition off into a another stream, and we
mhm.
want you to come up. We'll put a link up, and you can come up. It would be best for you to cam up since you're the man, since you're B man. Cam up and let's talk about it. Simple as that. Will you be willing to do that?
I mean, you can ask me about Diddy's sentencing, but I got an interview that's about to drop soon. I'll speak about it there. It'd probably be best for you to wait for that. But how do I feel about it in short? I don't. I don't have any feelings about it at all. I will say that with a lot of what I know in the backdrop, I'm not surprised. Not at all. I've been speaking about this for a long, long, long time. But what I will say is that people should be outraged. I'm not outraged, but people should be outraged. And people should be asking more questions as to why so many things are not being addressed. as to why not so many things were presented, as to why it looks like so many things are being protected. I think people should start asking those questions because the truth is everything that that trial was and everything that that trial showed down to the sentencing and all of the antics that went on with it. It proves me absolutely right from everything that I've been saying for years. I've been talking about corruption. I've been talking about the lack of justice. I've been talking about how the elites protect. I've also been talking about how the industry selects their acceptable monsters. Before Diddy, it was R. Kelly. Don't y'all remember? We've been through this. The only difference is R. Kelly got the sentence that he earned, and Diddy got the sentence that he bought, in my opinion, allegedly. See? One of them got the sentence that they earned, and the other one got the sentence that they bought, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I heard a story about someone being offered that if they paid a certain amount of money, they could get somebody out of jail. It's crazy. But to be attacked like this, so strategically, it lets me know that we've been being watched from the second that we started talking about them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the point that I was trying to make. If it had happened here, it wouldn't have looked so sketchy. But it didn't happen here. It happened over on Set in the West, where Derek wasn't being discussed, where he wasn't a point of subject, where he wasn't being talked about. Which is why it looks so odd to me when I started seeing it pop up in the chat because you was trying to get somebody to talk about it. Odell started talking about it. I did not. I was researching the channel. And how funny is it? They follow this podcast. Y'all literally had spies sitting in our chats. In my opinion, 517, 517, that'd be my number. That's my birthday. It's also the day that the video of Diddy punting Cassie down a hallway like a football in that hotel. That was also the date that it came out, 517, 2024. You got to ask yourself, why would they have people stalking our content? And then the second that it breathes and the content starts contenting and starts getting views and starts getting engagement, all of a sudden I'm getting emails from some guy that I don't know who's telling me what I need to do on my platform.
Somebody put Google AI and Google search is saying you're making unsubstantiated claims when they Googled Jaguar and the judge just to give you a heads up. That's interesting.
Say what? Jaguar and the judge? What judge?
When you Google you and judge,
What judge?
um, Kim Worthy.
So if they go into Google search bar, it's saying that I'm making unsubstantiated claims about Kim Worthy?
I guess. Now, Kim
That's
Worthy,
fast.
the Kim Worthy, well, it's because of they're referencing maybe what you're saying in the video. So Kim Worthy is the prosecuting attorney. That's what it is. She's not a judge, right? The
Yeah,
judge in
but
the
she
case that
was
we're
she
talking
no, but
about,
she was a judge back then.
she was a judge once upon a time.
Yeah, back then she was a judge. That's interesting. That's real funny. I'm making unsubstantiated claims. How?
That's what Google is saying, yeah.
How?
Well, again, I told you there's the concerted effort to discredit, say, John Keith. Hold on.
I'm trying to figure this out. All of this because I read some court documents. Are y'all seeing what's going on? Are you?
Yeah, I told you. That's what it is. They are, yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah, Sharon, I saw it. I peeped it. I appreciate it. Sharon's the one that posted it on your short, the one we did yesterday. So appreciate you.
I'm just trying to figure it out. No different than any investigative journalist or blogger. I receive information. We also go back and we check it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. When something is sealed with an official seal on it, that's not me making unsubstantiated claims.
Not at all.
Now, if this were faked in any way, the person that faked it would be responsible for that, which would clear me of all liability, would it not?
Yeah. Hey, I'm putting a new link in the chat. These are the new shirts. The guy said no, they're officially available. That's what we're gonna do.
See, that's the thing. It's only unsubstantiated if I intentionally was reporting or passing out bad information. Is that not true?
And that's true.
What is this? Facts. Just like there is a seal left in Britney Spears' end of conservatorship. Mhm.
Mm.
See, that's an issue. How do we know Google is not giving out unsubstantiated? Oh, honey, Google has printed all kinds of lies about me, all kinds of lies. And I can say that for a fact. I don't know who you are, but don't come through here putting your cash app up in here. Ain't nobody cash apping you today. It's not donor day for you. It's donor day for the Jaguar Wright Effect. But once again, what I will say is this: if there is anyone Who's at fault? It would have to be Kathy M. Garrett or Erica P., who's the deputy clerk, who put this seal on it. Y'all see that? Somebody's got to prove that that seal is a fake. Not me. You want to know what's interesting though? If it really was a fake, that's what they will be coming forward with, wouldn't they? Like there would be no point in doing all of this extra pomp and circumstance online. There would be no point to sit there and play these games online. If you have access to the truth, you would just come with the receipt. Speaking of, is there any way we can reach out and see about that transaction receipt for these documents that people want to say are forged and fake?
Give me 1 second. Well, I'll follow up. I'll see what it do.
Because I think maybe we need to just share that receipt, that actual receipt. But when people start coming this heavy and start coming this tough and start coming this cold with it, it bothers me. You want to know what that podcast, Mr. Volpe's podcast, there was an accusation made against that podcast saying that
Mm-hmm.
there were
Mm-hmm.
audio interviews done
That were edited
that were edited
and
and
altered.
AI'd and
Mm-hmm.
altered
Yeah.
to make it sound like people said stuff that they didn't say.
I mean, we actually have the person who they. How about we just look? You already know. I need to get the editing. I like we can throw some of these clips when we go to the next portion of the donor day. We're gonna start up. In fact, let me just do it real
Hold up.
quick,
I
Jag.
just posted the affidavit. Let me take a photo and I will post it.
I'm gonna go
I
to her.
had forgot. Sorry, LOL.
I'm
Well,
a
okay,
I'm gonna
pretty
go to
girl.
her. I know where she. I think I know her. I'm gonna look on your thing. I know where she's at. Shout out to her.
Let me tell you something. Sora is doing all kinds of things. I just seen I seen Michael Jackson hollering about fried chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Shit,
Like,
that's funny. That nigga was like, "Give me my." um, where's she at? I'm looking for. I guess I got to go to posts. Okay.
it's
Yep, here
insane.
it is. I see it. I see it.
AI is beyond dangerous because AI can make people look like they're doing things that they didn't do. I'll never forget when I was at the
Wow.
hospital after they
So it
had
be
me admitted.
so what? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. This is nuts. Hold on. Okay. Pretty girl. I'm downloading this. Okay, just so that I can use it for my records. Is that cool? Because I'm getting my Michael Volt case thing popping right now. Wow, this is nuts.
When they were
I'll
working
I'll
with
I'll share
what?
it. I'll put it. I'll share it. Give me 1 second if you don't mind.
Sure. No, but what I was saying was is that they had me admitted into a hospital with AI photos that made me look deranged. I'll never forget when the doctor came up to me in the hospital and said, "You look so much better than you did when you came." And I said, "Excuse me, what are you talking about?" I saw the photo. And I said, that's not me. Certain characteristics about it look like me, but that wasn't what I looked like when I came in there. They stuck me in my neck, they stuck me in my hip, and they left me in a chair for days before they took me up to the floor. They left me in a chair for 4 days. They pharmaceuticaled me up for 4 days, sticking me in my neck, sticking me in my hip, and leaving me in a chair. Yeah. When they had me over at Parkland Hospital, they got my second ex husband to work along with the police. And he signed a white warrant saying that I was mentally disturbed and that I was a danger to myself and society, even though he was the dangerous schizophrenic that had been threatening to unalive me for 20 days straight. He's sitting over there in interviews on the blue couch at real life, admitting to assaulting me, abusing our dog, and the whole 9 yards. I actually pulled up a video of him assaulting me in the car at the drive-through in Cedar Hill, at the taco stand. I actually pulled up the footage of what I filmed and I showed it in an interview with Real Life where he was clearly irate and insane. And they let that person issue a white warrant on me with AI evidence that I know was cooked up by YouTubers. And that's what I was admitted into the hospital with and forced to stay there for 11 days to prove I was sane. I left out with the same diagnosis that I had going in. I have PTSD. I do, complex PTSD, because I am a grape survivor. No.
Let me send you this. This is an affidavit, and
Are you sending it to the tablet or are you sending it to my phone?
don't worry about it. I'm gonna send it to you because I have to design it so we can see it on the screen. But I'll upload it.
We
Um,
got some czar. It's been a minute since I've seen czar.
what is our money? Can we?
Hey,
That's
happy to
money
be
we
a
can spend
part
on
of
the
the
moon.
family. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Nicole.
That's some money we can spend on the moon. I don't know where
You a
Czar is.
mess. You a mess. Understand this. That's why we're doing this donor day.
I'll send it to my tablet. So I think I got the tablet. Is it on? Hold on.
Yeah, I have it on. It's in here.
No. I got it. But the thing is I got to send it.
Oh,
How the
okay.
f do I send? Okay. Well, here it is. Here. Here it is. Right here, y'all. So on top, number one, y'all, is the misconduct report that we had got from the correctional facility where Mr. Smith is held. And in the report, I just put the first top part of the report where it states that the Wayne County Sheriff's Department delivered a package to Mr. Cordello Smith. And what was in the package was a number one, actual evidence, a great kit, soiled clothing, materials, hematology reports, medical specimens, homicide reports on a person that was unalive, the forensic marker reports identifying Sean Combs, and a match for semen from a lab report. So, and then trauma nurse reports of a SA victim, and the person who we're talking about, which is now we'll just say it was So number one, I still kept that up there because I just wanted to make sure that that's there for everybody to see. Now,
Mm-hmm.
is that fake? Could that be faked? Well, the only thing I photoshopped were certain names because I don't want certain names out there. That's it. Now at
Right.
the bottom, shout out to Pretty Girl. She has this affidavit of Michael Volk, and we were going to get this affidavit from one of
Someone
our
else.
affiliates in contact. Yeah. So thank you for just giving it to us in advance. Says my name is Michael Volpe, and I swear the following is true, accurate, and real. On Thursday, August 5th, I'm sorry, on Friday, August 15th, 2025, 1:35 p.m., I appeared in person and met with Derek Lee Cardello Smith at Iona Maximum Correctional Facility in Michigan, right? The following
Mm-hmm.
items had been discussed and expressed terms for resolution of any potential litigation from Cardello Smith against me, that I state truth with details, that
Mm-hmm.
I was paid a total of $12,000 to use my social media platform known as Michael Volpe Investigates and Substack The Unknown to falsely report and negatively criticize Derek Lee Cardello Smith, and the state of the transcripts offered by Derek Lee Cardello Smith in a criminal case to me and my team were false. That money was provided to me directly by Kim Elworthy. Aha. Y'all, I mean, come on, y'all. That's why I said, let me. I'm smacking the shit out of people with lawsuits and paperwork. That's all that I'm doing. But it's right here. Some of the other paperwork that we're receiving. But yeah, and like you said, Jack, you're not a dummy. You saw the lineup, and I said, I mean, I don't question you. I said, yeah, that is very peculiar that they're just going to come after me on my channel to come after you. Yeah. This is crazy. But y'all, look, people, this is why Jag is doing the donor day, because we do need help, y'all. Like people, it's real out here. You do you see this? This guy just came out of nowhere and just went on the attack. And like I said, oh, okay, I see. He got the ties to Chicago. He got the ties to Detroit. Okay, it's making sense.
You want to know what's sad? That he knows that that affidavit exists and he still decided to do this foolishness. This is how we're starting out donor day. Late, but not wrong. Today, we're going on a journey because we need to come to our support base to raise money. We do. We do. My goal was at one point in time to be able to secure $1 million from 1 million people. $1 from 1 million people. That was my goal. That would be enough money for me to be able to do all the things that I need to do to secure the lawyers that I need to secure, um, to create enough access for me to be able to fight. $1 million isn't a lot of money, honestly, but it's a start. It's a start. Thank you, Krista. I'm fighting billionaires. That's what I'm fighting. I'm fighting angry billionaires who have the ability to pay for whatever they want. And that's, what is it? And that's not so far fetched
Yeah,
of
it's not a.
goal.
To be honest, you're right. It isn't a. We can get it, and we will get it. Yep, you're right.
So, what we decided to do was once a month, every month, try to raise it 25,000 at a time. If we can get 25,000 people to just donate $1, if we can do that month for month, we'll get there. And that'll be enough money to help us fuel and fund the projects, to fund cruelty free artistry, to be able to do all of the things that you need to do. No, thank you so much, Krista. Appreciate that. Yeah, the rich have the ability to throw a lot of people around. Um, so today we're going to be online. We're going to be stream surfing after this. Sometimes we'll be in StreamYard, so we'll be dropping the link for anybody who wants to come and speak, talk regarding whatever it is that we may be discussing. We're going to be moving about in our life. We might be out in the world. We might be, set at the studio or whatever the case may be, but we're going to open up today and we're going to advocate for our platform. And hopefully, by the time we're finished streaming, we will have reached a $25,000 donation mark for this month, which would be great. Um, but if we can get, and I appreciate it, but please understand, donating here on this platform, it's much appreciated, but YouTube is taking about half of that. So we're asking people to just go to our preferred donation methods. And
No,
I'm
you can
hoping that
donate
we,
anytime. My bad, Maria. I was just saying. She said, "Can we do just today or anytime?" I mean, preferably today, but anytime. And we look cruelty free artistry Cash App, and you could also just go to Jaguar Wright's website, thejaguarwright.com.
I'm going to repin it here in the chat because we had the t-shirts pinned, and we'll take those and we'll make sure that we put those on the page for the God Said No t-shirts for those who want to get them. And understand this, purchasing any of the merch, that's also donating towards the platform. Um, Thank you for sending the donation by Cash App. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Uh, but yeah, we're in for a big fight. And as you see, we're just getting into this, into researching Derek's case and his claims, and already we're being attacked. Already they're on Google. They're saying stuff on Google apparently now. They're doing all kinds of things. And we understand that, Kathy Fields. If you can't do it today, then next month we'll probably take a break.
Vietnamese
We'll probably
Vietnamese style. Hold on. Vietnamese style. Really?
what?
Guess what? They said, Diddy is coming back with a vengeance. Uh, Diddy's gonna
Coming back to
stay in
what?
prison. Is he coming on somebody's back? Is that what you're talking about? He's gonna stay in prison. That's what's gonna
No,
happen.
my thing is who are you? Who are you? Do you work the prison board? Are you on the parole board? You work for the probation department? I don't understand this. I don't understand this hero worship. I don't get it. But if you think you're going to make me afraid, I've been threatened every which way possible. I've been threatened 8 ways from the third realm of hell. I have been maligned. I have been lied on. I've been targeted. I've been attacked. I have been doxxed. I have been swatted. I have already been through it all. I have been
There,
falsely
there's
arrested.
so
I have been
many
falsely
there's so
imprisoned.
there yeah many people that are 3 degree separation line. You up for the diddler? I got the 3, 2, 1 um, degree of separation from Spiro and them trying to line me up. I mean, the thing is, if they wanted to, they could have. They can't. Not it's not only they're not allowed, they can't. But God said no.
It's just amazing. It's amazing. Because all of this caping that y'all do for these monsters, I guarantee you they would not do the same for you. They would not do the same for you. I don't keep putting myself through this because I enjoy it. I don't. But I made an agreement with God that I would stand. And here I am. And I'm going to keep on standing. That's just, that's that. I'm going to keep on standing. It's funny how that works. So, yes, we're going into Sabbath. This is Donor Day. We started late, but we're going to be doing kind of like a marathon stream. We're going to be piggybacking from one stream to the next, to the next, to the next. So, next stream is after we log out of here. We're going to be coming back probably within what, 45 minutes to an hour after that?
Yeah.
And then we're going to just be rolling. And we might come back to mobile upload. We might just be in StreamYard for a while, but whatever the case may be, we're going to be posting it up in the community, on the community post. So please make sure you're on your community post. And we're going to put it up. We're going to post it up. We're going to post the links up. We're going to be doing all of that. And yeah, we're here advocating for our platform today because apparently we need it. Um, we're trying to raise $1 million and we're trying to do it $25,000 at a time. I've asked, I don't know, but whatever the case may be, and I'm going to keep fighting. I've said it on so many occasions. If I could get $1 for every view I get, I'd have all the money that I need to do what I need to do. I got some videos that got on this channel that have over 100,000 views. If I could get $1 for every last one of those views, I'd be straight. If I could get $1 for half of the views that I have on my channel in this past year, which is approaching 8 million now, yeah, I have. I've been fighting for years and I'm gonna keep on fighting. But I'm going to ask, oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. For as much money that can be donated via PayPal, via Cash App, we would appreciate that because we need it. And don't get me wrong, we appreciate whatever's donated here on the app as well. It's just we're splitting it about 50-50 with YouTube. So in order for us to get to what we're trying to donate, we would literally have to raise $2 million and YouTube would get 1 million of that. And I don't. I think they get enough. um, I mean, when you think
Deska
about,
101 donated 50 Canadian. We appreciate it.
appreciate that. Um, so yeah, we just wanted to come and we wanted to address this to let everybody know. They're probably going to be trying to come for us again, and this time, I don't think they'll be able to play with us the way they played with the Hadleys because whatever we're sharing with you guys is verified. Like there's no getting around it. There's no copyright claims. The information that we're sharing with you, we're the only people that have it,
Hmm.
if I'm correct. We did not get this from anyone else's platform. There is no one that can take credit for this content. There is no one that can have this content. There is none of that. Thank you, Keisha. I appreciate that. And if you guys know anybody who believes in what we're fighting for and who believes in the cause that we're fighting for, please direct them to the Cash App, direct them to the PayPal. Thank you so much again. Thank you, Desta. And thank you, Kalmeda. Thank you. We got to fight for our platform. What's the cause? Cruelty free. We are a small nonprofit organization and we're raising money for our platform and for our company. So many companies out here, and guess what? They go to their support base and they go to their subscribers or whatever, and they raise money within their own group. We we're counting on you guys. You know, cruelty free artistry is our platform, our company that we are growing to be able to do, or should I say, create a platform where art can live cruelty free, where I'll be able to do my art, my work, and also introduce other new talent. We need our base. I can't even begin to tell you how difficult it is. But see, that's the thing. Because I've spoken out against the industry, because I've taken the stand that I've taken, I have cut myself off from all other access to anything. There is no deal. There is no partnership. There are no business partners. There's nothing. Okay, Daniel Fiore, G to the H to the B is a crime. It's a date grape pharmaceutical, and that's what was in that baby oil. I want you to think about that. Okay? Somebody said they typed in cruelty free artistry. What's wrong? Well, cruelty free artistry, if you're going to Cash App, it's all one word and only one Y. There's already a fraudster account that's posing as cruelty free artistry, and it has two Y's. Ours is the one. Everything is pinned right here in the chat. So if you look at the pinned message that was left by Auntie Leah, you'll see both the PayPal and the Cash App. And Auntie Leah just dropped it here in the chat as well. Uh, The court didn't even acknowledge the baby oil, honestly. It wasn't even admitted as evidence.
PayPal, Venmo is on the website, thejaguarwright.com.
Yeah, if you go to thejaguarwright.com, all of that is on there. But today, we're just asking 25,000 people that watch us every month, because people watch us every month, for $1. And I'm praying that we're going to reach it today. I'm putting that faith in God. I'm putting that faith in God that there's 25,000 people that watch us every month that would be willing to donate $1 once a month. No, no Jags Bread 2. Jags Bread 2 is gone, and Jags Bread 22 was a scam that YouTubers were using to steal donations from me to supplement their very fraudulent lifestyles. And Cash App allowed it. Matter of fact, Cash App greenlit that fake one. They allowed them to use my name, the same avatar as mine, and they put recommended. So anytime somebody would see the green, they would just send the money to there. I believe it was like a couple hundred thousand. $200,000 went to that Cash App, and I never received a dime. Meanwhile, people were running around saying that I was scamming the public. Well, I don't know who was behind it, but I know who was on the board for that company. Sean Carter sits on the company on the board of, or at least he did, of the Block Corporation that owns Cash App. So understand, um, yeah, we're asking. We are. We're asking for help. Once a month, donor day. We need 25,000 people to donate $1. That's it. For those who send more, we appreciate you. But if we can get 1 million people to donate $1, and that's not a lot, because that dollar is a vote. It's a vote of confidence. And not only that, that dollar lets our enemies know that people believe in what we're doing. That's what that dollar does. It's a vote.
I'm gonna change the logo. Let me change the logo. It'll be a picture of Jag so people know, like for the cruelty free. Let me do that real quick. Just because I know it can be confusing.
Oh, you mean with the fake one in ours?
Yeah. But yeah, the yellow is a yellow letter C, but I'm gonna change it right now.
You want to know what's wild? The second that you change it, I want to see how long it takes before the frauds switch it over. I want to see. And guys, if you are in Cash App and you see that cruelty free with the two Y's, please report it for fraud, if you wouldn't mind. But if you guys don't see that we're fighting for what's right, that we're fighting for what's real, then I don't know what to say. But if you do, please donate. We appreciate that. That's the goal, to get 1 million people to just donate $1 at least, if you can. Because I know it's tight. I know it's tough. But I know when we go live, at least 25,000 people show up. That I do know. And if we could get 25,000 of y'all to just donate $1 today, I'd appreciate that, because we need it. We're constantly under attack. We're constantly being lied on. We're constantly being harassed. There's a lot. There's a lot that goes along with what we do, and we don't take it on lightheartedly. Uh, But yeah, so it's Donor Day for Cruelty Free Artistry today, and we'd appreciate your dollar vote so that we can get our company up and running, so that we can do the things that we need to do. I need to be able to hire certain people to do certain things. There's a lot that we can do, but we can only do but so much. And yeah, we appreciate you. So, on that note, we're going to get ready to. Oh, you're back. Okay.
I don't know why my audio was tripping. Sorry,
It's all right.
but my battery is dying. I was just trying to show. Look,
You've
it
been
said
trying to donate and it keeps
Auntie Leah already
freezing.
donated. Sheila, Dora, yeah. So
Thank you for those who have. We appreciate you. And you have a nice weekend as well. But yeah, um, before we got started off, we just wanted to let everybody know they're getting started again. So we in the fight. And don't believe that. Thank you, Martha. And humble is so appreciated. There's two pics of me. It's still freezing. You had a really hard time donating too. It sounds like they're at it again. And guess what? If you if Cash App is too much work, we also have a PayPal. So and the Venmo is on the website, thejaguarwright.com. Oh, you're ordering a shirt. Thank you, Madonna. You can't donate, it won't let you. Then I understand. Like I said, if you want to leave it here, you're more than welcome to leave it here. But we would prefer to be able to get the donations on our preferred donation method because, you know, YouTube be robbing. They've been robbing me for years. But if I can't ask my base, if I don't come to y'all and ask y'all when we're trying to do something positive for the future, then what's the point of me being here? What's the point of me being here? If anybody shouldn't be afraid to ask for support from my supporters, it should be me. I should not be afraid to do that. People that have been here watching me for all of these years, y'all have seen the things that I've gone through. Y'all have seen the things that they've put me through. Y'all have seen it all. If I had a dollar for every time people viewed and watched me be swatted, if I had a dollar for every time people viewed and watched me be gaslit, if I had a dollar for every time someone turned on me and then made a channel lying about me and then begging people to give them money just to disgrace and harass me, if I had a dollar for every time they viewed people coming online, playing with my children, playing with my deceased son, if I had a dollar, if I asked for a dollar for all of the pain these people have tried to induce in my life and all of the views it got, if I could get a dollar for all of that, I'd be sitting on like 5 million right now. Easy. Oh, honey, I keep my head up. I do. I got fed up. That's when I became a member. Thank you, Maria. Odell emailing a case document to you. It might clear up that beat man troll nonsense. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Mojiji. We're getting active, but we do need funding. We do. The sparse donations that we do get, we appreciate, but it's not enough. We have to become more aggressive with fundraising. We do. We need to. You know, people like to label people as things. They like to label people with things, but you know what? Why would I be worried about what they're accusing me of being when I know exactly what I am? I know exactly who I am. And I know what I've done. And I know what I do. I'm going to keep it going. Y'all help us keep it going. Help us raise this money. If you know somebody that believes in what we got going on over here, ask him to donate. Please tell Odell to show the picture of Jag that he just put up. Odell,
Oh,
they want to know, can you put up the picture that you just put up on Cash App so that they can make sure that they send it to the right one?
it's on another phone now, but yeah. Why do they want to? What do they want to know?
The picture that you're putting up because they want to make sure
Oh, okay.
that
I
they're
can show
donating to the
y'all.
right.
Yeah, I can show y'all an example of the picture,
You
but I
tried to
don't.
get
Well,
on the
I don't want to.
website
But I don't want to give the picture away. You know what I'm saying? Because
and
people are weird.
you can't find it. You can't find my website, thejaguarwright.com.
TheJaguarWright.com.
TheJaguarWright.com. And it is posted here. But you know, who knows? We get a lot of hate. But I want to thank everybody who donated to the channel today. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. And please don't stop. You know, there's so many channels where I go and I look and I see, and it's just
It's
like,
pretty much a picture of you. You know the logo that we have for. I mean, not the logo, but the which one is it? The
the
picture of you on the podcast. Um, hold on.
to whoever made the comment about Jag hanging up a poster of Diddy in her room, that never happened. That never happened. Anybody who knows me, I didn't hang up posters in my bedroom. I drew
They said
murals on
you
the
hung up a
wall.
poster of Diddy.
Never. That never happened. I
If
never
you if
found him attractive.
the picture right there, the picture. If y'all see that picture of Jaguar that we have, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
And if you're talking about this picture, this isn't a poster. This is evidence of him having a minor female that was put on a plane and brought from Detroit. Hold up. Why did that ever click before now?
What?
Anna Kane was brought to daddy's house
Oh, she was
from
in Michigan.
Detroit. They put her on a plane in Detroit, flew her to New Jersey, and then drove her to New York to daddy's house studio. Why did that never click before now? It's not a weird pick. It's actually a sketch that someone sketched of me from artwork from my second album, Divorcing Neo to Marry Soul.
They say it's a weird pick.
I ask me. Why did that never click before now? Why did that never click before now? Let me explain why that's such a eureka moment for me. Because as we're getting information, and as it was stated, hmm, hold on. Is it your testimony that you have your team of technicians at the crime lab who can have and have had manipulated evidence to place grapes on not only myself but other men as well, with the end result being they will plead because they have no choice and they know you will get convictions because the sexual assault victims in these cases are actually victims of Sean Combs and the sexual slavery ring in Michigan. So what?
Mm.
Yes. That's Anna Kane sitting on the diddler's lap. She's 17. In 2001, was it? Early 2000s? Somewhere between 2001 and 2003, which would have been less than 5 years after Derek was convicted and sent to prison. Anna Kane, when it first was made known to the public that Anna Kane was filing a lawsuit against the diddler, they had her listed as a Jane Doe. She was her identity was concealed from the public. She was allowed to stay in her suit under the name Jane Doe until I believe it was December of last year. A terrible thing had happened. A very terrible thing had happened. Someone online had been impersonating her. Someone online had been impersonating her, pretending to be her, doing interviews, insisting she was her. She sat on at least 5 or 6 different platforms insisting, having all kinds of stories.
because she put a straightening iron to her hair and and convinced some people that she was the one laying on the table.
I don't think she
Weird.
convinced anyone. I think people knew she was lying, in my opinion, and tried to convince a bunch of audiences that she was Anna Kane. See, it's easy to just say that someone who has mental illness, or at least has been treated for mental illness, it's easy to write them off for saying, oh, well, she said it, but she's crazy. She's this, she's that. But no, these content creators, in my opinion, knew she was lying the whole time. And they sat there to convince the audience, this is the person. This is the person. They said that this person was Anna Kane. And then when they got busted, because I was pulling all kinds of cards on these people. I was poking all kinds of holes through it. And after they came after Natanya Rubin and accused Natanya Rubin of all kinds of things, no, her name is Lamisha. It's Lamisha Fuller. Yes, Anna Kane is Caucasian. This is the person that multiple content creators tried to convince was the young woman sitting in Diddy's lap. This is the woman that they sat here and paraded all over YouTube, thumbnail for thumbnail, said all kinds of strange things about me, said all kinds of strange things about Natanya Rubin, took the script from the movie Blink Twice and made a mockery of it and inserted herself and the diddler into it, then started making all kinds of claims about Sean Carter and his wife, Beyonce Knowles Carter. Did all kinds of stuff. This person, they tried to convince everyone that she was Anna Kane. Somewhere between 6 to 10 million views later, so many people were believing the lies being told by these content creators that Anna King was forced to come forward in court and prove that she was the actual victim. See, that's how they do it. That's how they get the job done. They couldn't find out who Anna King was so that they could harass and gang stalk her. They couldn't figure out who she was. No, they had no idea who she was. None. None at all. No idea. So they got that weirdo who was allegedly high on shrooms half the time she was live online to lie and lie and lie and lie and lie from Dallas, Texas, to say that she was Anna Kane, to force Anna Kane to come forward. Now, at that point in time, Anna Kane could have said, you know what? I don't want the world to know my identity. I don't. So I'm just going to drop my suit. And see, that's how they've been getting away with a lot of it. They know the kind of pressure that they can get the media and, trolling bloggers and weirdos to put on actual witnesses in real life, in real time. Some of these people come real world. So If they can get somebody to come online and corrupt whether or not this person is the actual person or not. She did get paid to lie. And she started another YouTube channel where they were sending her donations on her Cash App. She would sit there and lie all day on her channel, and then people would send her Cash Apps to keep lying. That's a fact. She was also supposed to be, she was promised a book deal by Chris Todd. Sure was. I mean, it really didn't fail though. It actually worked because the second that Anna Kane came forward and gave her actual identity and said who she was, Lovely, you gonna have to go and you gonna have to cry that. You gonna have to go and cry that somewhere else. You sure are. Cause nobody here wants that.
I'm on the laptop for whatever reason. I'm just having technical difficulties. Um, but yeah, I'm listening, and it's not letting me listen on the computer too. I mean, on the phone, it's tripping. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. They forced Anna Kane out of her Jane Doe status. That's how much lying they did here online. All of that was done so that they would be able to try to bully Anna Kane out of her case. But Anna said no, she's going to fight. And she finally won her discovery. She's going to get her discovery in January. Little Rod gets his discovery this month. That's why Diddy so desperately wants out of jail before the hammer drops all the way. This trial bullshit that they put on this year, that was a love tap. That was a love tap. They spared him. They humiliated him, but they spared him. See, if you can get him out of jail and get him home on house arrest or something, then all he has to do is get one of his elaborate friends to come and, hook him up, get him on a private plane and get him up out of here. And then that's just that, isn't it? Because that's what a scumbag like that would do. Look for a way out. Now this is a marathon day, so we're um we're gonna get geared up for that. And yeah, we'll see you soon. But I just want y'all to remember that. But this is and those cases are actually victims of Sean Combs and the sexual slavery ring in Michigan.
Well, we got some other Michigan news in play as well. But again, let's
Why isn't anyone looking at the fact that Anna Kane might be one of the victims from
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to know what's wild? Talking to that other witness that we spoke to, who was telling us that what they witnessed at
Oh
Diddy's
no,
little parties.
I gotta send you some. Look, no, I gotta send you. In fact, let me just send it to you. Hold on. Let me see if I can send it to you via the. Yeah, hold on.
You want to know what's wild?
Check your email. I'm gonna send it to you right now, and don't say nothing. Uh, I'm
Hello.
I'm I'm gonna tell you who sent it too. But it's funny because literally we were just talking. Here, check your email. And they went ahead and they were doing their update today. Like I said, I'm not trying to kick the
Are you kidding me? Somebody just placed an order. Gregory
Let me see.
Martin,
Let me see.
Triple D Cafe.
Who's that? Oh, for your thing. Okay.
Yep, somebody's trying to purchase my product that I haven't had in production
For
since
years.
2021. It's 2025. That's now 4 years. Someone
Okay.
from Philadelphia.
Wow.
He just sent $40 and he did it through the shop via Instagram. I haven't had control of that in quite some time.
Check your email and it'll
I'm
correlate
so
to
glad I kept track of this because you know what? It's time for me to go and sue whoever is still operating this. It's
yeah,
time. And
yeah.
guys, that's part of the reason why I need to raise money. I need to raise money for a lot of reasons. I got to be able to pay these lawyers to go after these people for the stuff that they're doing. Yes, my second ex husband is still involved helping the YouTubers defraud me. They're probably thinking that they're going to be able to steal all of this money from the public and then find some way to try to blame me for it so they can put me in jail for some kind of fraud scandal or something or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, you're supposed to we already have the documentation. You need to
No, we have a
report
docket.
it.
Yeah.
You need to report it like we've been saying we were gonna do so that
It's
yes.
just been so much going on.
Now that needs to just get handled. But check your email because it'll make sense to the conversation we had earlier. You
Okay.
see that? You see that?
Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about that when we go live. I guess I should just set it up that we've been talking about when we're gonna do 45 minutes, et cetera, et cetera. I'll just set it up
Set it
for
up for an hour so I can have some time to get myself squared away. Because we've been kind of like we went straight into research mode and then we had to deal with everything. And then the threats came and then we came live before it got too late. And we just kind of kicked this marathon off. I don't know how we're doing, but I I don't want to say too much, but I would like to say, are we anywhere near are we 10% near our goal?
I have to go look and see.
Okay.
I have to go look and see. But you see this you see that case, right?
I'm reading through it now.
Set it up for you say in an hour.
Okay, exactly what is it that you want me to be paying attention to?
What the names? Did you read the name of the and who did we just speak to?
No, which page?
the first page. It
No,
says it all right there.
I know I'm reading through the whole thing. I see it.
That's why I said we'll just talk about it.
You know what I don't understand? Derek Lee Cordello Smith assaulted a woman back in 1997. Why were the charges not filed until almost 20, no, until over 20 years later? Nobody finds that suspicious other than me. There is a victim for the 2019 great case against Derek Lee Cordello Smith that allegedly happened back in 97 or before then. And he wasn't charged with it for over 20 years. I've heard a lot about Officer Penman, or should I call her Detective Penman, or whatever is she? Like, it's just kind of strange. Oh, thank you, Maya. Yes, we're gonna be and marathoning. Ooh, mm. Oh, hey. I had thought maybe at some point during this marathon that we could do like karaoke, members only. Or should we go public and do a members only and raise money? I could do some karaoke. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it would be cool to do karaoke to raise money for donor day? Because we might do that later. Make it open to the public. But y'all gonna have to tip me. Y'all gonna have to tip like everybody's gonna have to tip. We could do a members only or we could do a public. But as much as I enjoy sharing my gift, y'all gonna have to tip me because it's donor day. And I might do special requests, but special requests, you're gonna have to cash at me or you're gonna have to send me to PayPal. It can't be super chat. You gotta send it to the donation method. But I don't know. Okay. So I don't know. I had to vote on that. But if we do this, y'all gonna have to tip me because I am a professionally trained vocalist and I will be singing from my heart. That I promise you. Sean Combs victims and the slavery ring in Michigan. And Anna Kane was brought to Diddy from Michigan to New York. Allegedly, there's an eyewitness who saw Diddy at some wild parties in Michigan. And allegedly, a lot of the girls he was messing with there were very much so underage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an eyewitness, allegedly, that saw all
I
that.
would not nobody capping.
Can you get the PayPal again? It is it here? Auntie Leah, do you have it? Do you have the PayPal link?
Give me 1 second. I'll set it up. I'll put it in there.
Because
But
Auntie
I
Leah
set up
already
the
has
for
mhm.
5:45. So
Okay. Love you back. I got a feeling that there's a lot of reasons why a lot of people don't want a lot of things discovered right now. And I can see why Google would be saying all kinds of crazy things. I just don't understand why. So would that be double jeopardy if they charge him, or will they ever charge him for that? There's so many people. See, this is the thing. The good thing about the federal case that they had against him is that they virtually charged him with nothing. I mean, they put the charges there, but the evidence was so sparse. All of that other evidence that didn't get put in, that can create a whole nother case. I was going to say to you, it would be a great idea if you could put that and the PayPal together. I mean, the Cash App together in one. But everybody already knows what it is, and you pinned it, so it's all good. Cash App is being a butt right now. Oh wow! Like, when have you guys ever heard of like being rejected from Cash Apping someone? The goal today is real simple. We just need 25,000 people to give us $1. If you can spare more, that would be appreciated as well. But we need it. We need it.
okay.
Are these more lies when do you get to choose where you go to prison? I don't know who gets to choose, but I think there's a lot of talking, and I think we'll have to see what's going to happen. Thank you so much, Auntie Leah. Yes, this is one of the sweatshirt hoodies, and it has the QR code right here. And we upload all kinds of cool things. It's a hot link. So right now there's something on it, but we will be changing it and putting different things in. So as long as you have the sweatshirt, you'll have access to
Okay.
this link, and all kinds
So
of awesome things will be there.
so here we go. Let me just do an update. I don't know if I'll say the amount. I'll just say who's all sent in, money. We just got one from James Sweeting. Thank you for
Thank
Donor
you.
Day. Nic- Nicole Henderson. Thank you. Cynthia Henderson as well. Thank you. Mudana. Thank you. Karen Bonds. Appreciate it. Malaysia. Tatiana. Thank you. KD sent over $5.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Sharon O'Sur
We
as
don't need to
well.
say
Thank
what they
you.
sent.
Yeah, I know, my bad. So
By the way,
Rob
if
Lowe.
anyone's name that's mentioned for Donor Day who's donated, if you should find yourself getting harassed at all,
Oh, let us
if you
know.
should if you find if anyone sends you a nasty email, if anyone is chasing you around online, anyone is coming, leaving nasty messages on your channel, whatever the case may be, as soon as you are threatened, please screenshot it, get all of the information that you possibly can, and email it to us because they do that. Like the people that hate me, that stalk us on this app, they go behind people, which is why I usually don't like to say anything. I like to keep it as close to anonymous as possible. Uh, but yeah, if you are harassed, please, because not only will be making a complaint to YouTube, but we'll be sending it to the proper authorities as well. You please continue, Odell.
And was it Rob Lowe, Jacqueline Nickerson?
By the
She
way, the
actually.
link for the shirts are also on the page. So if you go to about this page, you'll be able to see all of the links, and it's there here on the YouTube page. And all of the links for all of the merch, is it on the website as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thejaguarwright.com.
Christina
This is actually what
Mercier.
the gray looks like. This is actually the gray. It's kind of dope because it's a little ambiguous, but it works with a lot of different things. And it's so comfy and cozy, especially now in the fall. Any update on how the folks down under can obtain it? We'll be getting there soon because right now shipping is insane. And we don't want to force people to have to spend like a heavy boatload on shipping. So we're trying to find the best way to do it. I mean, what would be awesome is if we could find somebody in Australia that could host the sales for us.
That can print, but
Because if so, we would be able to just set it up from there and you would be able to order it within your own continent. And then that would definitely make it a lot better. So we might have to look into that. We might have to see if we can find a company out there that we can work with
Rob
because that might
Lowe
be the best way.
donated.
Thank you.
Rob Lowe in the chat. She donated. Thanks, or he, she.
Yeah, guys, we're going to need all the help we can get between justice for the Hadleys and getting to the bottom of the curious case of Derek Lee Cordello Smith. We're going to need all the help we can get because the research and everything that comes along with it, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. We have a lot of stuff already going on. So we're a small company, but we're committed. So we're scheduled to go in about an hour. We're going to get ready to tap out and get ready for the next leg of the stream, right?
Yep.
And we just going to keep it
Got it.
rolling.
We got to include music or something. We got to do something. Oh,
Okay.
Nicole, Pat Blair again. Thank you.
So yeah, we got our goal today. I hope we can make it. And for those of you who are not donating, please don't forget to like. At least be decent enough to like. All right. So you ready? You ready to tap out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we just gonna keep rolling. We're gonna keep rolling and we're gonna keep rolling and we're gonna keep rolling until we done. The goal is to raise the amount of money that we said we're going to raise, and we pretty much going to stay online until we get there. And we'll be sharing some interesting stuff along the way. Who knows what's going to pop up? Might have a little karaoke. We might have a spades battle. Yeah, we're going to kick it. All right. So see y'all in a bit.